Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Frankie Slauson, as you can see here. How's it going? Today we are doing a special interview with a special person here that is here for the Night of Thunder, the MAW tribute to Charlie Thunderblood Norris. His name is Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. But we are also here because we're celebrating a few things. We're not only celebrating this tribute, but we're celebrating, it'll be my 19th anniversary here as of this coming Tuesday of when I started doing interviews. And the first interview I ever did was here in the casino, in a hotel room like this, with then class of 2004 WWE Hall of Famer Greg the Hammer Valentine. And now, 19 years later, and probably close to 800 interviews later, we got Cowboy Bob Orton Jr. Well, welcome to the show, my friend. How's it going?
I'm doing okay. I can't complain, that's for sure.
Yeah, because what good is that, you know? Well, we want to welcome you to Minnesota. I mean, I know it's northern Minnesota, and I'm sure it's kind of, out in the middle of nowhere, but I'm sure you're used to traveling and seeing a lot of America and, just all the places that are, hidden gems, we'll say.
Oh, heck yeah. I lived in Minneapolis for a year.
Okay.
I came in September, I think, and stayed till the next September. And I gave my notice to Vern. And Vern said, Jesus Christ, you can't do that. I said, Vern, what I can't do is spend another winter up here. Too hard on me, man.
Well, I suppose. I mean, you're used to hotter temperatures and stuff. That's what Sam was telling me too, or his wife was telling me, or Sam Houston's wife last night when we were chilling there talking about, yeah, you guys can keep your winters and everything. But I mean, your summers are pretty mildly hot too, wouldn't you say, or is it?
Yeah. I think it's hot down there, sure.
Okay. I've never been to like the St. Louis area or the Missouri area at all, so I but it looks like a beautiful part of the country anyway.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Everybody's laid back.
Okay. Now, your roots sparked like very like you have a long history. Like you were a part of the very first WrestleMania, as everybody knows. That's history right there. But like your legacy goes way far back to your father, and did you have any other relatives that wrestled like in that generation?
My brother Barry wrestled.
Okay.
Barry O.
Okay.
He didn't go by Barry Orton, just Barry O.
Okay.
He was pretty darn good too.
Yeah, because I do remember hearing about Barry. He how long did he wrestle for though? Like I don't.
Gosh, I couldn't tell you. He passed away awful young.
Yeah.
But he was a pretty good hand, no doubt about that.
Okay. But your father, I mean, everybody remembers him.
There you go.
Yeah, and I remember it was during the Hall of Fame ceremony back 20 years ago, over 20 years ago, seeing his reaction when you were, inducted and everything. I'm sure that made him feel pretty good and proud of you.
Yes.
How did it make you feel being, knowing that you were going to be inducted? Because you're like one of the first few people to be inducted.
Well, you feel pretty good about it. It's a great honor, and I just enjoy it.
Okay. To me, I mean, it's like I would hope that eventually they would do like because they always talk about maybe the possibility of doing like an actual Hall of Fame place or somewhere where maybe close to Stanford, maybe close to wherever their headquarters are now, but they have never really done that. Do they have talks about maybe doing something like that in their building?
Something in Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's another place I have yet to be. Even though I got my WrestleMania hat, but I did that through to the Shop Zone website because I never got to go to WrestleMania this year. I wanted to, but it just too many things going on or whatever at the time and whatnot. But you've been to a lot of different WrestleManias. Do you go to every WrestleMania since?
No, I've been to a few, but this one are close to home.
Okay.
Of course, I was in 1, 2, 3, and
Yeah, because that was 2004, and probably 21 too but I don't know if I don't remember if they had everybody come to their ring like they do now every year when everybody. Yeah, it's been a while.
Hell, I don't remember what I did yesterday.
Yeah, I heard you had an interesting trip over here to from like when you landed in Fargo and things were going on.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to drive after the plane landed. I said, holy shit, why didn't they fly me up here?
Well, yeah, because we have an airport right in Thief River. You go to Minneapolis and it takes you right here to Thief River, or vice versa. And, is that the same way back? You going back to Fargo on the way back here?
I'm driving or riding back with somebody, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get me on an airplane, get me home.
Okay. Now you were telling me earlier that this is like kind of your last run. I mean, how long has the run been going on? I mean, if you count years as far as like even from competing to now just doing these little tours or whatever.
I started in 72. So,
Long time.
yeah, you do the math.
Seems like a long time no matter what, because I was born in '83 and I'm 41, so that's a lot of years.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, but I'm sure for the most part you enjoyed, even after the fact of because I remember telling some people in other interviews that I've done with other wrestlers how it's kind of nice to kind of be able to continue your career in a different way, where where it's more or less about meeting fans that probably never had a chance to meet you.
Sure.
You know?
It's just the travel.
Yeah.
You get to be 75 years old. It's time to stay home.
Not all of us can afford a private jet, I suppose, and just like to travel wherever you want or whatever. Well, a lot of people also know you as the father to Randy Orton, and he's I would say probably since he started, I would guess probably one of the most top wrestlers even currently in WWE. His name is like, man, I tell you, you gotta be awfully proud of just everything that he's accomplished.
Very good. You darn right I'm proud.
His story is just as interesting as yours. I mean, as far as how everything kind of came to be. And I mean, it's just like because he was in the military for a little bit, and then that didn't go so well. Then he had to try to figure out what he wanted to do, and it's kind of weird how those stories progress because I'm sure he probably didn't think that he'd ever be a wrestler. Did you ever think he would be at all?
Well, I wrestled all through school, so.
Well, that's amateur though. I mean that's a different form.
And he watched me, of course, for years, so it didn't surprise me, no.
So it's just in the blood, pretty much. Oh, that's good. No, see, I've been following his career for a long time, and now he's going to be teaming as currently as this interview goes. Here, July 19th, 2025, he's supposed to be teaming up with Jelly Roll to take on Logan Paul and Drew McIntyre. What do you think about that?
I'm sure they'll have a great time. I'm sure.
That's a different type of team. I mean, it's kind of like going back to the days of Survivor Series or War Games where you'd have these unique teams or whatever. And
Oh, it should be a heck of a show.
do you ever have that in your life as a wrestler? Team with people you never thought you'd ever team with at all?
Oh, Mr. T, I guess.
Oh, you team with Mr. T.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought you were just his rival.
Against him, but I'm pretty sure he was on our team.
Okay.
Like I said, I don't
It's been a long time. Yeah. Well, I'm not trying to question you like an encyclopedia at all. Just I'm just honored to spend a little time with you to do an interview because it was an opportunity. Dave, from MAW, told me about that you guys were coming, and then I saw the posters and everything, and I'm just like, wow, this is big time because over here in this casino, and I will, off the record or whatever, I will say that we are thirsty for and hungry for stuff like this. It hasn't happened in such a long time, like at least for wrestling.
Right.
And because we're doing this tribute to Charlie Norris, as far as I remember, 2006 was the very last time that we ever did like a wrestling thing over here, and it was because of Charlie, because he ran his own little independent business or whatever. Since we're here to do a tribute, what are some of your memories of Charlie?
Charlie, he was just a really, really nice man. There was no doubt about that.
Okay.
but a nice man.
Like, did you ever compete against him at all, or?
Boy, you know what? I don't think so. I know I was on some shows with him, but I don't know if we ever wrestled against each other or not. Like I say,
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, because because of when you got picked to come here, I would figure there would be like some type of relationship, kind of like that's why we have everybody show up like we do.
I just remember Charlie was just a really, really quiet and nice man.
Sure. Did you see a lot of potential in him as far as like saying this guy's going to be something? Like,
Yeah. I thought he'd probably go quite a way.
and then what? You kind of have any idea what kind of happened? Because as far as I remember, I knew he was in WCW, and that was about it. I didn't really know much about him.
No idea.
Because I heard, I was reading, I don't know if this is true or not, because, the internet can be kind of full of BS sometimes, but like, he was going to try out for the World Wrestling Federation around the time when he was done with WCW, and they decided to have Tatanka be the one that they wanted as far as the for Native American, wrestling or whatever. So I don't know if that's true or not, but it sounded like something they would do. But anyway, I mean, going to just the history of wrestling. I mean, what made you like? Obviously, I'm guessing it's because of your dad. But like, did you have any other things that you thought you would ever do if you never wanted to wrestle?
No, not really. Like I say, wrestled all through school and did pretty darn good. And I'd watched Dad for years,
Sure.
So it was just a natural step.
Okay. And so like your your mother and all that was fine, and she's just like, well, do whatever you got to do,
My wife was good with it,
Sure. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, you guys are pretty. I mean, everybody knows the Orton family. I mean, and I mean, even if Randy wouldn't have ever done wrestling, I'm sure you guys would still have that legendary name behind you because of everything that you guys accomplished and whatnot. And it's in the bloodline. I mean, when I interviewed Sam Houston and his daughter Samantha a couple weeks ago, I was just happy just because because wrestling now, it seems like, at least in WWE, it seems like it's lately about bloodline. That's what they're rolling with. But there's not just a Samoan bloodline. There's a lot of families and legacies and, of everybody that's been a part of the business forever. So it's like, it's just amazing to see, like, the new generation of people, like when you learn about a talent that you didn't know was like a second generation or a third generation. And that's, to me, when Randy came out around the same time when John Cena was debuted and Brock Lesnar and all that stuff. At first, when I first saw him wrestle, I didn't know what to really expect because I didn't know a whole lot about him. We didn't have access to Ohio Valley Wrestling or anything like that around here. So, and the internet was just still kind of new and all that stuff. But now, seeing him evolve and I mean, like even when he teamed with you, like in 2005 when you guys had that little feud with The Undertaker and everything. It's like, it was great to see you guys kind of, be together and just, because he probably needed you just as much as you needed him to learn from each other and to see what each other is like.
Yeah.
So it's amazing to see how everything progressed and everything. And it's like,
It's a lot of fun. Just glad to be there.
and for you, I mean, like what are some of your matches that people would probably remember you from?
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I know it hurts the brain a little bit, but I mean,
I can't. I had a lot of good matches with a lot of good guys, that's for sure.
Or how about this? Do you remember the last time you wrestled? How long ago was that?
Oh, it's been within the last year. I tagged with somebody up in Dupo, Illinois.
Okay.
But I've gotten in the ring a few times. But like I say, I've not got that good a memory anymore.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I'm just surprised, so I mean, a lot different wrestling when you're older compared to when you're just fresh and green.
Oh,
I mean, do you remember like what your routine was to kind of get you ready for your last match or whatever?
Well, I spend a little time in the gym.
Did Randy encourage you at all
A
to?
little bit of shape.
Did Randy help encourage you at all to do as best as you could or whatever?
I think I'm crazy.
Because I see like a lot of the current stars, they don't want to wrestle, especially ones that have made it. When they get a certain age, they don't want to wrestle anymore.
Right.
Because they made their money, now they want to do other things. I don't blame them, because some people, I mean, I hate to say this, but some people don't know how to give it up. Like Ric Flair. I think Ric Flair is nuts. I mean, I don't know what you personally think about him, but I think he's the guy. Like he has a legacy, and he'll always be known. He's like Star Wars; he'll never go away. He'll always,
It's on a hell of a show.
But it's like I just today's Ric Flair has just gotten kind of senile. I think I mean he's everywhere, but he's like he's doing all these things that I don't think most of the people would ever do. Like I don't think you'd ever do. All these commercials and stuff, and all these for weird. I think he did something with a YouTube person about like diapers or something like that. I'm just like, what the hell are you doing, Rick?
I don't even know what YouTube is.
Well, it just it's just weird. I mean, hats off to him. I mean, he can do whatever he wants, but but even like Hulk Hogan and stuff. I mean, he's like still kind of tries to keep himself relevant. How come we don't have like a like a Bob Orton style like whiskey or something like that? I mean, with that Southern charm and everything, how come they never came to you?
I kind of like staying home now. As a matter of fact, I think this is going to be my last shot. It's I have a good time, dealing with the fans.
Sure.
But the travel is just not necessary anymore.
I suppose the best way to do it is obviously to fly, but I mean, you put on so many miles. That's why I was just kind of surprised when they announced that you were coming, and as well as everybody else. I'm just like, boy, but these guys just got to keep traveling on and traveling on. I mean, do they really need to? I mean, it's like I don't think you would need to anymore. But I mean,
it's just hard to say no.
Sure.
Someone calls you up and says they want me to do something. Feel like
It's nice to feel wanted.
Sure.
Like, what would you be doing right now if you were like here right now? What would, like on an average Saturday? What's a Saturday for you?
Saturday? Oh, might go out and see Randy or maybe go to my daughter's.
Okay.
Just stay at home and play with the dog and watch TV.
Okay. Well, that sounds like a fun day.
Yeah.
I mean, does Randy have a place close to yours or?
That's not far.
Oh, so he goes home. So he don't travel a lot for the. I mean, I think they still do house shows and stuff like here and there, but he don't really. He only picks and chooses kind of what he wants to do now, or.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of nice that they do that, because I didn't. It was just a pandemic, I didn't know, because I knew that they used to really, like, even you guys back in the day, would wrestle like twice a day or whatever, going up and down the road and all that stuff. I knew that Vince was always kind of strict on the house shows, because it's like, and I've been to a few, Grand Forks and stuff have had some here, but it seems like lately no wrestling organization, from a big wig anyway, don't want to come up over here. They only choose Minneapolis and that's it. Nobody chooses Grand Forks or Fargo anymore, which is the closest to here, and yet I don't get that. Everybody's doing stuff in St. Louis or they're doing stuff in Florida. How many times has WrestleMania been in Florida and New Orleans and Vegas and all these other places? Minneapolis was supposed to get a WrestleMania, but then Vegas got it. So we get SummerSlam next year. So that's something, but it's just like, WrestleMania would have been great, and especially now when they do it later in the springtime and stuff. They don't really. I think their biggest concern was they were worried about wintertime. But it's like, I'm sure, like, how did Vern Gagne do it back in the day when AWA was doing stuff at the Metrodome and stuff for big events, no matter what time of the year it was, or little events or whatever.
I don't know, if you live up here, you're used to it, it's a little different.
Yeah.
But when you don't, you look up there and go, who knows?
Yeah.
6 feet of snow.
Well, that is true. That is true. I mean, you just never know. But some winters are good, and some winters are just very, very, very weird. They last a lot longer than they should. Like if you notice, like here coming in here, like even yesterday, the weather was like colder. It's been cooler, and now all of a sudden today it's like a beautiful day outside. Is that like what St. Louis is kind of like too? It's just kind of doesn't know what it wants to do sometimes, or is it kind of stay?
Too bad, weather-wise. We get a little bit of a winter, but not much. I think it might have snowed twice last year.
Do you guys get like tornadoes and stuff and floods and everything?
Occasionally you'll see a tornado go by, but usually they go north or south of us.
Okay. Yeah, we've been kind of lucky. Like we've had tornadoes around here like recently and everything. Bemidji had a big they thought it was a tornado, but it was like a big windstorm. It was like a hurricane, almost like 100 some mile an hour winds, and they have a lake there and everything, but it's like had nothing to do with the lake. It was just windy, very windy, and it kind of destroyed most of the town. And that was unexpected, It's just like, but we've had tornadoes and stuff around here, but I don't know, they don't really come that close, So, yeah, I mean but we get the blizzards and stuff. That kind of scares everybody sometimes. But yeah, for you, I mean, do you have any travel stories like when you had to deal with bad weather, when you had to like postpone an event or cancel stuff, or?
I'm sure I have, but like I said,
just don't remember much of that at all either, huh? So I picked you at a good time to do an interview, huh? Because I've seen a lot of interviews that you've done, and you were, well, I mean, obviously there were years and years and years, but you always give the best of yourself, which is interesting because a lot of wrestlers are always just like, well, we only can do this for 10 minutes or whatever, but I've seen the interviews that you've done over an hour, or 2 hours, But I appreciate the opportunity regardless, and for anybody that, well, I mean, I guess by the time we put this up there, this has already been done, but you're here because of Charlie Thunderblood Norris doing this tribute, and what do you want fans to get from today's event?
Oh, I just hope they come out and have a good time. That is what makes me happy. If they enjoy themselves, then I enjoy it too.
And if this is your last run, I guess, I mean, this is kind of sentimental, It's like, I hope you're having a good time. I mean, I know this, hotel's kind of, probably bland a little bit, but, I mean, I'm surprised they didn't give you one with a fireplace. Because we do have the ones with the fireplaces and then the gate outside or whatever, the balcony and everything. But
A few years ago.
Who knows? Well, I do appreciate it there, Bob, and thanks again for letting me do this with you.
Okay, man, my pleasure.
All right, no problem.